Alright, let's talk about the cloud. No, not the fluffy white things in the sky. I'm talking about the massive windowless buildings that hum with the sound of a million tiny computers. We call them data centers. The story we're told is that these places are just for AI. They're just training models, right? Making chatbots smarter and helping your phone recognize your face. They tell us it's all about progress, about building the future. But that's like saying your phone is just for making calls. We all know that's not the whole picture. These data centers are doing a lot more than just learning. They are watching, and they are remembering everything. Think about your digital life. Every single thing you do online leaves a trail. That late-night Google search for, "Can I eat expired yogurt?" Yeah, that's logged. The meme you shared on Facebook? Stored. The pair of trainers you looked at but didn't buy? Noted. All of this information, this digital exhaust, gets funneled into these giant server farms. It's not just random data floating around, it's being organized, it's being sorted, and it's being attached to you, creating a digital ghost of who you are, what you like, and what you might do next. This isn't just about ads, it's about building a file on you. These data centers aren't just storing abstract AI models, they are storing us. They hold detailed, evolving profiles of billions of individuals. Your profile includes your shopping habits, your political leanings, your social connections, and even your emotional state, judged by the tone of your posts. It's a hyper-specific blueprint of your personality. The companies that own these centers know you better than your own mother. They can predict your behavior with terrifying accuracy. Forget about the AI becoming sentient. The real story is that the system holding the data is already powerful enough to shape our reality without anyone noticing. So, when tech CEOs get on stage and talk about the magic of artificial intelligence, remember what they're not saying. They're not talking about the raw material that makes it all possible. You, your life, your choices, your data. The entire multi-trillion-dollar industry is built on the premise of collecting every crumb of information you drop. We've been led to believe these data centers are neutral libraries for machines, but they are actually active vaults. They are storing the most valuable commodity on Earth in the 21st century, your digital identity. And that identity is becoming a new kind of currency. Now, when you hear social credit system, you probably think of China. You picture a system where jaywalking gets you a bad score and you can't buy a train ticket. It's all out in the open. It's blunt. But what if I told you we have something similar in the West? It's just better hidden. It's quieter, more subtle, and we've all opted into it without even realizing. It's a system where your value isn't determined by a government score, but by a data profile. Your access to loans, insurance rates, job opportunities, and even dating prospects can be influenced by this hidden score. This system is powered by the very data we just talked about. The data stored in those giant centers is used to calculate your risk, your reliability, and your worth. Did you miss a credit card payment? Your score dips? Do you post about controversial topics online? You might get flagged as a risk for certain jobs. The algorithms are making judgments about you constantly. Unlike a formal social credit system, there's no official website to check your score. There's no transparency. You just find yourself getting denied a mortgage or seeing your car insurance premium spike, with no clear explanation why. It's social credit with a capitalist free market spin. Your digital identity has become your real-world reputation. It's a form of collateral. Every time you agree to the terms and conditions without reading them, you are adding another brick to this invisible prison. You are feeding the beast that judges you. These vast profiles, stored and analyzed in data centers, are not just passive records. They are active tools used by corporations and by extension governments to sort people into categories of desirable and undesirable. It's a quiet digital caste system where your place is determined by the bits and bytes you generate every single day. And this is where it gets scary, because there's no appeal process. You can't argue with an algorithm. You can't explain the context of a purchase or a post to a line of code. The system is designed to be efficient, not fair. It's a hidden infrastructure of control that operates under the guise of convenience and personalization. We get personalized ads and curated news feeds, and in exchange we allow a hidden system to score and rank us. It's a trade we've made without fully understanding the price we are paying for it. Okay, let's switch gears. Let's talk about the weather, specifically climate change. We're told the planet is in peril, and we need bold action to save it. And look, climate change is real, but we need to look very closely at the solutions being proposed. Because just like with AI, the official story might not be the whole story. The narrative of saving the planet is a powerful one, but it can also be used as a justification for unprecedented levels of control over our lives. Policies designed to manage the climate can very easily become policies designed to manage people. Enter geoengineering. This is the big one. It's the idea that we can intentionally manipulate the Earth's climate systems to counteract global warming. One of the most talked about methods is spraying aerosols into the stratosphere to reflect sunlight back into space. It sounds like science fiction, but governments and private companies are seriously investing in this. But who gets to control the planet's thermostat? What happens if one country's actions cause a drought in another? This technology gives governments a tool of immense power, capable of influencing economies, creating famines, and controlling populations under the banner of climate security. Think about how a climate crisis could be used. Imagine a world with personal carbon budgets. Your phone tracks your travel, your food purchases, and your energy use. Exceed your monthly carbon allowance and you face penalties. Maybe you can't take that flight. Maybe your smart meter rations your electricity. This isn't a far-fetched conspiracy. The technology and the framework are already being built. Concepts like the 15-minute city, sold as convenient and green, also create neatly defined zones where movement can be easily monitored and restricted. It's about measurement, tracking, and control, all justified by the noble cause of saving the Earth. The goal here is the same as with digital identity, to measure everything. Once you can measure something, you can manage it. And once you can manage it, you can control it. Climate policies, from carbon taxes to smart grids, demand a massive increase in surveillance. They require us to quantify every aspect of our existence in terms of its environmental impact. This creates another layer of control, another metric by which our behavior can be judged and shaped. Suddenly, the fight against climate change also becomes a fight for personal freedom against a system that wants to track your every move for the greater good. So what do a data center in Utah and a cloud of aerosols over the Arctic have in common? Everything. They are two sides of the same coin. They are both part of a larger, emerging system of global management. One side manages your digital self, the other manages your physical world. Both are driven by the same logic. Collect data, create models, and use those models to predict and control outcomes. Whether it's controlling your purchasing behavior through targeted ads, or controlling your movement through carbon budgets, the underlying principle is identical. It's about making human beings more predictable and easier to manage. This is the hidden agenda. AI and climate policy are the perfect one-two punch for a new era of control. The digital identity system creates a detailed profile of who you are and what you do. The climate control system creates the rules and justifications for limiting what you are allowed to do. Your digital profile will determine your carbon score. Your carbon score will determine your freedoms. See how they connect? It's a feedback loop. Your data feeds the system that creates the rules that then govern your life, generating even more data for the system. We are being pushed towards a future where every aspect of life is measured, monitored, and managed. It's a future sold to us as safer, cleaner, and more efficient. But it's also a future with less privacy, less autonomy, and less freedom. The promise of AI is the convenience of a perfectly personalized world. The promise of climate policy is the security of a stable planet. But the price for both could be a society where every choice is pre-calculated and every deviation is penalized. It's a subtle, comfortable form of authoritarianism wrapped in the language of progress and sustainability. Ultimately, this isn't just about technology or the environment, it's about power. It's about who gets to write the rules for the 21st century. The convergence of AI-driven surveillance and climate-driven regulation creates a system of control more comprehensive than anything we've ever seen before. It's not a dystopian novel, it's the logical endpoint of the path we are on. The real question is not whether the AI will be smart or whether the climate will be stable. The real question is, in this highly managed future, what will it mean to be human?